please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for getting latest updated video. Hello friends, in previous session we have studied various topologies used by the networking computer. So guys, in that topology cases we have studied star topology, ring topology, bus topology as well as mesh topology that we also called hybrid topology. So that in that case we have studied how it works, what are the merits and demerits of star topology, bus topology, ring topology, and even though we have also concluded that which topology is more convenient from our point of view. So as we all know that star topology is one of the best topology in networking, because star topology is never fail based on computers. Means if we are trying to increase the more number of computers in a network, or failure of a computer still do not affect the speed of a network, but it is quite slightly expensive, but it doesn't matter, but it is more reliable as compared to other topologies. So guys, in today's session we are going to discuss the different data access methods. So if you consider from examination point of view guys, we have this question asked for 3 marks and we have to study 3 different access methods. And that first one is token passing, then second one is contention method, and third one is polling method. So which methods is more applicable, that we are going to discuss one by one, and then finally we'll make the conclusion. So which is more reliable and more convenient. But guys, from examination point of view, this topic carry 3 marks. So guys, without wasting time, let me start the today's session. So we have to study access method. So guys, my first question is, what do you mean by access? So how can we retrieve the data, how the server sends the data, how computer receives that data, that is called what? Access. And in which method we are going to transfer the data along the network, which technique we used or we follow the mechanism, it's called access method. So it is a protocol, means every access method have some basic rules and principles. So we need to follow these principles to transfer the data from one place to another place. So in that guys, our first one is token passing. Second one is contention. And the third concept is polling. So these 3 concepts we have to be covered in this topic. So first of all, we have moved to token passing. So guys, token passing is widely used in ring topology. We also studied in our previous session what is ring topology, and generally what happen in ring topology, all the computers are connected on either side of its neighboring computer, and it uses a token passing mechanism. Means token is a special software program that will give you the privilege, or you can say that authenticity to transfer the data along the network. So a computer can hold a token for long period of time. So even if its data transmission is over, it passes to its next neighboring computer and allow it to transfer the data. So in this way, the token passes around whole network, and these things are happening within fraction of seconds. So if we have a token, then and only then we can transmit. The network permits us to transfer the data on a network. If we don't have token, then we need to wait unless and until we receive token, we can transfer the data. So this is the case. So in token passing, token means it is a software program, and that will give you the authority to transfer the data along the network. And generally this token passing concept is widely used in ring topology. So if we see from diagram point of view, so suppose this is my computers which are interconnected in a network. So generally guys, every computer work as transmitter as well as receiver. This T indicates transmitter and R indicates receiver. So every computer have ability to transmit as well as receives the signal on a network. So guys, assume that if this computer have a token, so it have authority to transfer the data to the rest of the computers in a network. If its transmission is over, then it passes to its next neighboring computer. So if this computer don't want to transmit the data, then it passes to next neighboring computer. In this way, communication properly takes place. So this is the basic idea behind this ring topology concept, and it follows token passing mechanism. So this is our first data access method, that is token passing. So from examination point of view, guys, what they expect from us, first of all you have to draw the diagram, and then you have to clarify what is token and importance of token passing. So we have to explain within 3 to 4 points. Then our second concept is contention. So generally what happens, guys, in case of contention method, the network computers are connected with common shared cable, and this technology we are used in bus topology. So generally what happens, guys, every computer can transfer the data on first come first serve basis, and data transfers with the help of data bus. So computers currently sends the signal to the network and checks that if it is available or not. If it is yes, then it can transmit the data. But generally what happens, guys, if at the same time multiple computers transmits the data at the same time on a network, then definitely we know that there will be a collision possibility. And guys, if collision takes place, then your whole data will lost. And in that case, what to do, guys? We have to retransmit the data. Your network transmission gets stopped. So it affects the data transmission method. So for that purpose, guys, in case of contention method, a special protocol is appointed. So guys, question arises in your mind, what is protocol? So protocol means what? Rules and regulation followed by a network is called protocol. So generally in contention method, there is one special protocol, and the name of protocol is CSMA/CD protocol. And the full form of this CSMA/CD is Carrier Sense Multiple Access with Collision Detection. I repeat again, Carrier Sense Multiple Access with Collision Detection. So what happened, guys? What is the role of this CSMA/CD protocol? Its working is almost like a traffic police. Means what is the role of traffic police? It is used to control the traffic, and he or she should obey the rules while driving the vehicle. The same thing happened in case of contention method. This CSMA/CD protocol is totally observe how data transmission took place, and if there is a collision occurs while transferring the data, then what happens? What is the role of this CSMA/CD? It first stop the data transmission, then it clears the data where the collision took place, and after cleaning that data, then restart the network transmission. So in this case, in this way, it will transfer the data. And if we try to draw the diagram for this contention method, so in that case, we can represent it by two computers. So these are the computers, and if we transfer to the data in opposite direction, or you can say that at the same time, so this place collision takes place. So this is my PC1, this is my PC2, and if we assume that if these computers are connected by a common shared cable that we call backbone of a network, and it transmits the data on first come first serve basis. So if multiple computers transmit the data at the same time, then there will be a definitely collision occurs and your data get completely lost. Then CSMA/CD protocol, what it try to do, first of all, it stops the network transmission. Why? Because if another computers try to transmit the data at the same time, there is a huge collision occurs and network failure may happen. So generally what happen? CSMA oblique CD protocol stops the first network transmission, clear this collision data and restart the network for data transmission. So guys, these are our second method. First of all, we discussed token passing. In token passing, we use tokens, that is authenticity to transfer the data on a network. In polling case, the data transmits based on first come first serve basis, and if we have more number of computers and if data transmission frequency is more high, then definitely there will be a collision happens, and in that case we always take help of this protocol CSMA oblique CD protocol. Now guys, we move to our third point, and it is called polling. So polling means what guys? We have to select randomly. Suppose if we have in our class, suppose if we have 100 number of students are attending the lectures, and suppose if I'm going to ask the question, so what happens guys, generally teacher select the student randomly. Suppose if I'm going to ask some questions, so most of the student they know the answer, then they try to raise their hands and the teacher select any student randomly. So what happens guys, it is called what? Polling method. So in the same case, what happens, suppose if I'm going to ask multiple questions to the students, so there might be a huge possibility, huge chance to select the same person multiple times. Means even though what happens, the students, those who know the answer, who got the answer, but still they don't get the chance to explain the answer related with that question. So same thing happens in case of polling. Suppose if we have 50 number of computers in a network, and suppose if we don't use this token passing or contention method, and if we go with polling concept, then what happens guys, we are giving the computer authority randomly to transfer the data on a network. And suppose we have 50 number of computers, suppose we give the random selection of, suppose computer 1 get selected, and we give the permission to transfer the data from one place to another place. But suppose what happens, if its transmission is over and if it really wants to transfer the data, then it is beneficial. But what happens guys, if that computer don't want to transfer the data, then what to do? By using same polling mechanism, again I am going to randomly selection of computer. So this happens a huge network consumption problem. Why this is happens? So guys, because in that case there is a huge possibility of multiple selection of same computer. Means what happen, the requirement of computers, that computer really wants to transfer the data, there might be a huge possibility the computer will never select it. So this will cause a serious network consumption problem, or you can say that network failure problem. So these are the three basic concepts, and if we see the drawbacks of polling, is very dangerous. Means random selection of computer for data transmission, which results into network failure. So out of these three concepts, we reject this polling mechanism, because if we use, and if we have less number of computers, suppose say that 5-6 number of computers, and if we don't transmit the data frequently, then in that case it is up to the mark, it is okay. But out of these three, token passing, contention and polling, which is the best methodology, we say that token passing. Why is it so guys? Because if we have 1000 number of computers in a network, every computer will get equal chance and priority to transfer the data. Means they need to wait while data transmission, if there is lengthy process is there, if it tries to transmit the data, then sometime may happen that that computer need to be in wait state, but there might be 100% assurity that that computer will receive the token and it will transfer the data from one computer to another computer. So guys, these are the related information regarding token passing, contention and polling. So what happened guys, out of these three, in your examination they might be asked two. So what is data access method or various access method followed by a networking concept. So in that case you need to list out these 3 points, then you have to draw the simple diagram and you just try to write down 3 to 4 points of each of these methods. So guys, these are related with our access method. So guys, our next concept is protocol. What is protocol? Explain TCP/IP protocol in detail. So this type of questions so many asked in your HSC board examination, and if we see the weightage of that question, it also carry 3 marks. But listen guys, protocol, TCP/IP protocol and access method both are totally a different concepts. There means there is no any relation between these two topics, access method and protocol. So guys, we are going to start our next concept. So guys, we start with concept protocol. So guys, there is always one question asked in examination, what is protocol? So if we see the definition of protocol, protocols are the rules and regulation followed by a network. Means when we used networking concept, if we have more number of computers for interaction, so when we transfer the data from one computer to another computer, so guys, in that case we should always follow a protocol, and for each and every network there might be a protocol concept is used. Means if we use star topology, then the transmission, data transmission, we have to follow some different rules. For different networks we need to follow, for different media we need to follow protocol. So guys, if you take the example of suppose telephone calling, in that case suppose two persons are calling with each other. So in that case what happens, first person speak, then second person try to listen what he or she trying to say, then that second person replies. So in this way communication takes place. So suppose assume that guys both those persons they are trying to speak simultaneously, or both those person get muted, then what happen guys, there might be a less chance of communication. Means nothing will happen in between these two guys. Why is it so guys? Because when first person speak, the means what, it try to transfer the data, then second person try to listen it, so it is called what, it receiving the data, and then that person get replies. Means that second computer or that second person try to transfer the data, then first person receives that information. So in this way properly communication takes place. So it is called what, protocol. Means rules and regulation followed by a network. So guys, in this topic we have to study TCP/IP protocol. So guys, what is the full form of TCP? TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. So as the name suggests, transmission control. So means what happen guys, when we use client server communication, or suppose if we use from server which is available on through or linked with internet, and our desktop computer is there, and that remote computer try to connect with the server which is situated somewhere else place in the city suppose. So in that case what happen, when we try to connect our computer to that server computer, so we try to send the signal and then that server replies you. So it is called a complete transmission. So if we see from TCP/IP point of view, TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and IP stands for Internet Protocol. So guys, every computer has unique IP address, or you can say that a unique identification number. So just like our mobile phone. So suppose if we purchase same brand phone, suppose let me take the example of suppose Samsung A3 mobile phone, and suppose if I am going to purchase 5 different phones, same model, same company, but still these mobiles are different from each other. Why is it so guys? Because every mobile has its own IMEI number. So the same thing, suppose we take the different example, suppose our contact number. So if we see that our contact number means our mobile number, as we know that it is a 10-digit number. So if we consider that our mobile number is a unique number, means there is no any duplicate number related with, or it is similar like our mobile number. It is called what? Unique number. Or you will also use the example of roll number also. When we get the roll number from exam point of view, if we have roll number, if we have seat number, and if you observe that there is no other student related with our seat numbers, means multiple numbers or duplications are strictly prohibited, or you can say that there is no any repeated numbers are there. It is called what? Unique identification code. So guys, suppose if we have 10 number of computers in a network, then we check that if we see that all the computers having same brand, same configuration, but still they are differ from each other, on which basis? Only and only this IP address. So this IP address is unique identification code, or we can also give the logical name to the computer in a network. So guys, it is more easier and more convenient as compared to remember the IP address. But you keep one thing in your mind, IP address is a unique identification code. It represents a specific number of computer available in a given network. Suppose if you have 5 different networks, every network consists of approximately 100 to 200 computers in a network. So out of that network computers, we can transfer the data from specific computers. How can we track? By its IP address. So guys, every IP address consists of separated by, or it may be consist of 3 different dots. So let me take the example of IP address. So suppose here I am going to write down 192.168.1.25. So this is one simple example. So this is whatever the number I have written, it is called what? IP address, and it represents your gateway, routers, network identification, computer number. So most of the things what happen guys, you have to keep one thing in your mind, last dot, after that last dot the numbers represent computer number. So if we have suppose 50 computers, so we can directly start with 01, 02, 03, 04, and this number is same. Why is guys? Because it represents our network address. So is that clear guys? What do you mean by protocol and what is TCP/IP protocol? So suppose these types of question asked in examination, so 1 mark is reserved for definition of protocol. So what is protocol? Protocol is rules and regulation followed by a network. So mean while transferring any data through internet or offline, we should follow rules and regulation. So what do you mean by TCP/IP protocol? TCP/IP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. IP stands for Internet Protocol. When we transfer the data, the TCP protocol controls the data transmission, or when communication takes place between client and server computer or between client to client computer, TCP protocols keep the track of information which is to be passed. And IP means what? Internet protocol. It is called unique identification code, and as we know that it is separated by 3 dots. The last 2 digits represents the computer number. So guys, there are few more protocols are also useful while transferring the data. So let me see that. The first one is FTP. As we know that FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. So as the name suggests, file transfer protocol, it is helpful while uploading, downloading the files. This protocol is definitely works a very important role. Thereafter we have WAP protocol is there. WAP protocol represents wireless application protocol. So guys, it is related with mobile programming. If we switch on to J2E, J2ME, Java 2 Enterprise Edition, Java 2 Enterprise Edition, generally it is widely useful for mobile programming. So in that case we used remote accessing. In that case we use wireless application protocol mechanism. Then we also know that the common protocol HTTP. So when we write down the information or address of any website on our URL with the help of web browser, the first word is what? HTTP. Generally we also use now S for secure. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So what is the role of this HTTPS? It try to link that particular address, URL address, with your computer. Means we are sending the data, requesting the data to that particular server. Then that server sends some files that we know that cookies, or these are also called temporary files, and then and only then we are receiving the data from that server, so that can be helps to visible the data on our network computer. Is that clear, guys? So these are the various protocols. So if this type of question asks you in examination, so you should write down approximately 8 to 10 points related with this TCP/IP protocol. So guys, the notes are related with today's session, that is different access method and information about protocol and TCP/IP protocol. So that these types of questions as well as question answer format notes are also available to you by after uploading this video. So in next session, guys, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, wireless networking, or we also call that suppose wireless media, or which methods supports wireless data transmission method. And even though there is one more important concept called Ethernet. So from examination point of view, that these two topics are also carry 3 marks. So many times exam ask in a examination, so many times that question asked in examination. So guys, you should see this video regularly, very clearly. If you are not getting this video or the concepts what I am going to trying to explain you, so please, I request you guys to please see this video 2 to 3 times. And still, if you are facing the problem, you may write down in comment section box. So it will more convenient for me also, for you also, to try to understand the concept. So till then, guys, stay safe. Thank you.